I also love an old school vision board. I just like these days they're like, oh, go print a bunch of pictures and or do like a digital vision board. And I'm like, no, mm-mm. I need to feel the touch, the feel, the magic of our lives. The something, the Folger song. Ain't that the Folgers? Anyways, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Kyrie Rashid Show, and I'm so glad you decided to come back for more. So, what's up? I'm starting to notice I do like green a little bit. Now blue is my favorite color, but I feel like green is like the secondary. I'm realizing there was one video where I'm like this green couch, on a green hoodie. It's kind of like the emerald green. I think my bathroom has green towels, but I also think it's like the vibe and the color that I've been going with. Anyway, so what's up? Last week I got my wisdom teeth pulled out. This week I'm fully recovered pretty much. I mean, I feel like you could tell in the videos and the way I was talking a little bit that my mouth, I was swollen. I was swolled up. Just finished camp. Kids loved it. Smaller group, but they still loved it. I don't know. It really don't take much for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like they spent like 30 minutes playing like capture the flag and wanted to keep playing the game. And I'm like, dog, let's move on. Like I'm bored. It's not about me. I know it's not about me. Went to a dance class last night. I fucked with it heavy. I just posted a video. I just been doing shit. Oh yeah, I went to a Nuggets game. I got free tickets, and we was sitting in the boonies. Listen, I don't think I can really sit there because I was too distracted. I believe I had what was a sensory overload situation happening because you were so high up that you could see. I was so high up you could see everybody like everybody below me. Then I'm like, okay, do I watch the floor or do I watch the jumbotron? Then I had to keep getting up because people wanted to keep moving. Then there were these people on the side of me who had the wrong seats, and then the man started sitting on a chair. I was just overwhelmed. I was really overwhelmed. Like I couldn't focus on the game. Then I chose the game against the 76ers because I thought it would be more competitive. Come and find out, none of the starters are playing. Joel not there, Maxi not there, other than Edgecombe. Edgecombe was there. I'm like, so it was like a 30 to 40 point blowout, so I really wasn't even paying attention that much. Then I seen one of my kids there and his family, and it happened to be his birthday, and I'm just like, wow, there's too much going on for me. Like, it was just really for the vibes. Um, is that all I did this week? I finished my book, so I'm reading the Kennedy Ryan series. Before I Let Go was the first one. This Could Be Us is the second one. I don't know what the third one's called. I know it's about Hendrix, though. And I ran through that second one, and now I could tell you that the first one is still my fave. Now, Hendrix seems like a little key. Like, if they made a movie, I could be Hendrix, but I would want to be Yasmin because she's in love. She's in love. The second book, you know what? Soul Dad and Judah Cross, they ate. It was more suspenseful. Like, it gave the drama. You know what I'm saying? It gave the drama with some romance on the side. Versus the first one gave, like, drama romance where it's like, yes, we're always meant to be together. We just need to find our way back to each other. Second one's like, okay, bitch, we starting this book off and boom, you getting hit with a turn right now. And you sitting there thinking it's one way and it's going a whole different way. And then it just kept going downhill, it seemed like, and then we finally built our way back up. And I'm just like, dang. And it ended up all right. So now I'm interested to see what Hendrix got going on. Going to Houston next week. And then the week after, I just checked my calendar. I'm going back to back. I'm going to the Final Four weekend, Phoenix. So I'm like, dog, woo, Auntie doing a lot. She doing a whole lot. But hey, it's good for me. I've been feeling good. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I knew that I wouldn't. Oh, and I'm finna go hoop. OMG, I'm finna go hoop at this run on Sunday. I might even hoop tomorrow, and I might hoop double whammy time on Sunday. So I'm sitting here like, girl, girl, like you doing a lot, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Um, what are we talking about today? We are talking about my vision board because listen, y'all, it's been a long time coming, and I want to say this is my first vision board I've ever completed in my life. So, pat on the back, shout out to me. So, what happened was I've been talking about making vision boards, doing vision board parties, and yada yada yada, and this, and I even tried to do it with some of my friends, and we didn't finish it. And my godmom been telling me to do a vision board like a long time ago, so long ago. So I'm just like, okay, I had time, my wisdom teeth, I couldn't do shit for real for some days, and I couldn't work out, which is weird. So I was just like, okay, I ain't got nothing but time. I ain't got nothing but time. So I also love an old school vision board. I just like these days they're like, oh, go print a bunch of pictures and or do like a digital vision board. And I'm like, no, mm-mm. I need to feel the touch, the feel, the magic of our lives. The something, something, the Folger song. Ain't that the Folgers? Anyways, yeah. So it's like it's a whole thing for me of like you get the magazines, you do the cutouts of the magazines. Mind you, I said completed in my whole life. I probably did one when I was younger, but like I don't recall. So it's like there's a thing. You look through the magazines, you find inspiration, you go over and over again. You have a bunch of magazines, but this day and age, you know what I'm saying? People really ain't fuck with the magazines like that. So I get it. So I actually bought my magazines and it was expensive, and I had like 3 or 4. But hey, I just need a second. I just need a second. I also took some like memorabilia that I have on my own in here and I added it to my vision board. So it was just a thing. And I'm like, okay, you are in a season. I just feel like I'm always in a season of like transition or like level up, level up. Like always something where I just feel like the Lord is finna do something real good. Now he done a lot of good, but it just feels like the woman's intuition of like something's on the way, something great is on the way. Like the next step is on the way. Now I don't know what is, I don't know what's going on, but it just feels. So I felt like, okay, lock it on the vision board. So we're gonna talk about it. Um, I got a picture of my vision board right here because I hung it up in my room. There's all these things about the vision board where it's like, okay, maybe you're not supposed to share it. I heard you're not supposed to share it with everybody because that's your business. I heard you're not supposed to put it like out. Like I shouldn't hang it up in my living room because it's not everybody's business as well. So I did put it in my room. I also been creating this little corner for myself that I was gonna put in my corner, but I put it right by the door. So like when I get out of bed, leave, I see it. You know what I'm saying? It's there for me. Okay. So I don't know how much I feel about like not sharing it. I believe I'm probably gonna put it as my thumbnail. Because also it's like what's for me is for me, and ain't no stopping the train that God got me on. You feel me? You feel me? So it don't matter what anybody got to say. Whatever God got for me, He got for me. So uh, who cares what y'all got to say, or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna share it like this. Okay. So basically, I started this vision board probably like last year. I tried to do a vision board party with Mariah and Clay, and that really didn't go. It really didn't go how it needed to go because there's like a certain aesthetic for that too. And you know what revamped my inspiration is that in the book This Could Be Us, Soul Dad does a vision board party with her daughters. And I said, you need to finish that because I've had it. I've had it this whole time. This whole time. So basically I got this big rectangle piece of paper and the only thing I had on it was this woman that I cut out. Cartoon woman, black, hair in a bun, and she's like looking up. Okay, so when I first started it, I'm like, okay, she's looking up to all of her possibilities, everything God has coming for her, all her dreams, all her aspirations. Like she's looking up to that because it's near and she can achieve those things that she want to do. That's how I started it. That's all I put on the paper. I couldn't find nothing else to put on the paper. So then last week I just went through the magazines again. Slow and steady wins the race. Watched some basketball, and we added. Man, we did add a couple things that I did notice. I got a few themes in here. A lot of it, I've got attire in there. I've talked about how I want to step my game up. I've got a lot of ideas of what type of style I like, and it's real baggy because I am a baggy type of girl, but feminine. Baggy, feminine, like the way I would dress, it would consider more masculine, but it's still baggy, but the way the face gives is real feminine. That's what I'm seeing. It's like we got some suit and tie action going on. We got a 3-piece suit, I think, up in there. We also have like just big jeans, a big oversized sweater, because I love a little. If I do a tight top, I like a loose bottom. If I do a tight bottom, I like a loose top. I do like to cover. I don't like to do all that skin. So it's real crazy because I'm going to Arizona and Houston. It's going to be hot as shit. So it's going to have to be skin. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to be skin. It really can't be covered up. You can't really cover up in there. So that's going to be a lot. The other thing I do notice is that as far as basketball goes, there isn't that much that has to do with basketball in there. It actually has to do with goals outside of basketball in my career. And I think that's because that's been the state I've been in the mindset, and I haven't played in a real basketball game. Has it been 2 years? It might be 2 years now, dog. And it's not that I don't love the game.
I love the game.
But that's just where my brain hasn't been. I got like maybe 2 things on here that have to do with basketball, and everything else is really interesting. Some words I got on there is big time. Hashtag big time rush. Just kidding. Big time. We've got laughs. We got focus. I have me. I have delicate on there. I have voices on there. Taking flight. I can't see that other one that I have, so I can tell you. So those words, like, I'm a laughing girl. Okay? I'm always going to laugh. One thing about me, not a day goes by that a laugh don't fly. You feel me? Not a day. And if that day happens, it's not a good day. I'm not having a good time if I didn't laugh. I've got to, like, there's very few days where I'm not laughing. So that's really something to me. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. I'm trying to describe without having the photo. It will be pictured. It will be pictured. Um, I've got a little bit of love on there. A little bit of love. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. What's love and a second-hand emotion? I kind of hit that little one. Low key, maybe high key. I've been peeped that you like me, you know? Who the fuck you really want to be with besides me? I mean, it doesn't take much for us to do the shit quietly. I mean, she said I'm obsessed with thick women, and I agree. Anyways, I've also got like a black family on there. I think it's the family of Sterling Kane Brown, black family. That's inspiration because that's like, at the end of the day, like, I need love, and that's how I see it in my head. I've got Jalen Hurts on there. I've got him on there because he's handsome. He's handsome in there. Like, we're giving ideas of like black guys that are attractive. I'm just trying to say, I think I got this random dude. I don't know who it is on here, but he's black. He's black is the point. I got a couple on there. They black, dark. You know what I'm saying? Black love. If I didn't give that anyway, if I didn't make that clear anyway, I'm not opposed to nothing else, but I'm just like, what I see for myself, I'm black, y'all, because I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black. That's what I see. That's what I see for me. But hey, what if the Lord don't have that? But I just have a hard time believing that stuff will be placed upon my heart if that's not what the Lord wanted for me. You feel me? You get me. You get me. You get me. So just kind of ideas of like the types of love visually I would see. I can't obviously put into words that much. I also have like figures on there, creativity, business wise, that I could find that would be inspiration. So I've got Kendrick Lamar on there. I've got Angel Reese on there. I think Beyonce's on there. Those are about. Now I do have these white ladies on there, but I kind of covered their faces. I don't know who they are. But the point being is that they was on the stage and they was holding the mic. And for me, that had to do with the manifestation of me being on the stage holding that mic, speaking to the large crowds and the folks. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it was giving. It didn't have nothing to do with who the white ladies is. I'm sorry to the white lady. I don't know them. Okay. But like Kendrick Lamar, he is a creative, a creative genius to me. So is Beyonce. The creativity artistically is something that I feel like if I were to able to really hone in and focus or give the time to each piece of creativity that's a part of me, that I would be able to accomplish something as great as a Kendrick Lamar or a Beyonce. Like the dancing, the acting, the rapping, the rhyming, the poetry, all the above, the visuals, the metaphors, the similes, um, the vivid imagery, the pictures they paint, like on GNX, just like about being from Cali and this is how we rock and this is like our swag and the dancing and all that. Like it's just like I know what you mean. I see that. I feel that. And then Beyonce is just like she's just elite. She's just elite in how she do stuff and just how she researches her shit too. Mm, mm. If I could find like a Ryan Coogler, if I could have found Ryan Coogler like a Michael B. Jordan, I would have put both of them boys on there too. Michael as a man, but also as an actor. Ryan, that brain. Mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna have to watch Sinners again. I'm gonna have to go through this whole thing again. I don't know if I can watch Fruitvale Station again though. That might be a little bit too far. Woo! I watched that thing one time. I ain't never seen it again. Mm-mm. That's one of them ones. I also have like this huge, because you know you kind of got to fill some gaps. So I have this huge thing of like these black women all like together and they're laughing, and I'm just thinking of like friendship and girlhood, girl power, girl power, girl power. You gotta stand if you wanna be a star, if you know just who you are. Girl power. Obviously, I don't know the words. But girl power, like just creating friendship. This is a different part of my life where it's like obviously me and Nina have been road dogs since plus 10 years now. But the idea of creating a group of close friends or having that community of womanhood is why I have that on there as well. Um, and I've been like kind of, seeking that out and also like kind of feeling like I do have it or I'm starting to build it is what I mean. Starting to build it. Because then I'd be like, I'm like, if and when I have a wedding, who the fuck gonna be the bridesmaid? You know what I'm saying? I got my sisters, I got Nina, I got Melissa. That's four, right? But it's like, do you have more than that? So I guess four is not that bad. Low key. And then I have my like male friend, but he couldn't be a bridesmaid. You have to be on the other side, right? I actually don't know how that works. You know what I'm saying? Like Rashawn, he couldn't be on my side. He would have to be on the men's side, right? Right? I don't know. I don't know, y'all. But yeah, just the community that I've been seeking, the different experiences, the hangouts of new people that comes with the expansion of girlhood is what I think. What I think. So that's like a huge part of my thing. I also have like a desk on there because I don't have an office space per se, obviously in this area, but it symbolizes the focus of um, my career outside of basketball. So when I say outside of basketball, I mean like not just me playing, I mean also like me coaching and stuff. Because that's just another side of me. And I've been talking about jobs and this and that. What you want to do? Bah, 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 bah. And I'm like, dog, I am not a person who just wants to do one thing, and I'm not really restrained to one thing, so I can't tell you definitively what that thing is other than like being on stage and telling people about shit or like sharing art and sharing my ideas. Like, you know what I'm saying? But me sitting at an office job and working in corporate for 27 years behind that, like, it's not, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? All I know is that that desk and all that stuff takes focus, takes planning for each one of those things, whether that's writing, reading, um, content, public speaking. All of it takes like, you're gonna have to sit down, girl. Sit down at that desk and lock the fuck in. Angel Reese, like, let's talk about her. Like, big dog doing it, and she young and turned. She younger than me. She might be like 22, 23. Like, young and turned, big dog doing it. She do whatever she want to do. She big time. Big time. That's what, like, it's self explanatory. I got outfits on there. I think that really sums it up. I also have like I went to SMU and it has like my name on it, and you're like a VIP tour, and that kind of symbolizes, me doing backstage access, backstage pass, like doing my big one. They're gonna be having my name on the chair if I'm acting. The name, if they coming in, like they're preparing for me to take the stage in whichever format that is for me, because the stage could be anything. I don't know. I might fuck around and pop, lock, and drop it. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But my name's gonna be there, and they're gonna know. Because right now, you don't know my name, but you will. You will. Okay. And we got a bunch of other stuff that's going on, but I feel like I've talked about it enough, and um, that's really that on that. So now what? We're just gonna keep living and trying to put the shit into action. And I've already started to do certain stuff. The wardrobe stuff is coming along. I just feel like it's really hard. It's like I don't like spending money, but if you want to look, I'm feeling real petite. If you want to look like D'Angelo said, like you're gonna have to buy the clothes. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to buy the clothes to fit the look that you want. You can't just keep wearing the same stuff. It's not gonna work. So I've been buying stuff a little here and there, little pieces. I'm like, okay, I can mismatch. Shit, I just bought some fucking boots. I might have to wear them to Houston and Arizona. Some boots, right? And these boots were made for walking, and that's just what I'll do. One of these days, me boots are gonna walk all over you. I don't know that song, actually. I think I might have heard a commercial, so I have no idea who that's by. Or if I sung it right. But yeah, like, it's just like, those are kind of like statement boots. Like, would you ever see me in a boot? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure. But I had them boots in my cart for a long time. It's like, okay, girl, you're going to have to buy those boots. Buy the boots. Do it. Like, I bought a new shirt. Like, I don't know. I've been doing it a little bit. So there's like a little hint of that. Um, as far as posting on my page and stuff, Lord, let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. I have been posting consistently, I don't know, for maybe like 2 weeks now. And it's helped. It's looked pretty good. We don't got the listen, we're getting consistent numbers. They going up though. They going up a little bit. Now I ain't all that. Not too much. But I'm like, okay, maybe this could work out. And then I heard somebody say, I was listening to a podcast and they was like, most podcasts end after like 10 episodes. Bitch, we at 90. We finna be at 100 soon. And then I heard on another podcast it say, or maybe it's the same one, that I was watching Unhinged and Immoral, Jamila and Mecca. They funny as fuck to me. Anyways, I think they said it's not until 100, between 100 and 150 episodes that most people are like, finally hit that shit. You know what I'm saying? So then I was like, all right, fine. That just means I gotta keep going. That's just me. I gotta keep going because I ain't planning for this to be my main event. It's really for me to get a stepping stone to get on that stage, get on them panels. You know what I'm saying? Put me on a little panel, have me talk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let me get in the field. Um, yeah, we just trying to put that bitch in action, and I've just been posting on my main page too. My main page, I've been posting the podcast, the dance videos, the books, whatever. We just Now that I've done it for a little bit, I've got less fear. Uh, and ain't that God? That's what you want, because He did not give us fear. He did not give that to us. He did not give us the spirit of fear. I don't know what verse that is, but I just read it. So my prayer board wall. Anyways, so I have a question. When did you make your vision board? If have you ever made a vision board? How many have you started and didn't complete? Um, and of those vision boards, what did you actually accomplish? Because I've seen a lot of people, I think like Olandria was one of them. Yes, Olandria from Love Island. She's one of them where she kind of created a vision board of like being on magazines and being a model, or just put it out into the world, of, like on Twitter or something. And then I love when people take the screenshots of things they said or things they wrote down, and then it comes to fruition. I hope to be that person as well. So yeah, tell me about those goals that you made that you actually accomplished. And like, I forgot who else said it. Like, they made another famous person, they made a vision board and they accomplished everything that they said on that vision board. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, period. Or like, you know how to be like, oh, write down the type of person you want to date and be with specifically. And they're like, yep, that's who I wanted. I'm like, wow, that is beautiful. Hopefully the Lord is, that's gonna be me next. I'm next up. Big time. Hashtag big time. Okay. Hashtag big time. Yep. I'm done rambling. And this has been another episode of Kyrie Grashi Show. So glad that you decided to come back for more. Get at you, girl.